Welcome to Girl Talk. So I'm really excited about this series. This is the first video of my new series, and I could not wait to film the first video for all of you girls. So if you are a guy and you don't want to come in on Girl Talk, now would be the time to click off. But if you're a girl, I'm so glad you've joined me today. And we are going to talk about inner beauty versus outer beauty. So if you don't know what that means, I'm about to explain. Inner beauty versus outer beauty. Or you could even say outer beauty versus inner beauty, which I actually like that better. So let's talk. All right, girls, we are going to dissect this phrase. So outer beauty versus inner beauty, what does that mean? Okay, so has anyone ever told you that you're beautiful? I hope so, because each and every one of you are beautiful. But beautiful means different things to different people. So sometimes when people say you're beautiful, at least for most girls, I know me included, the first thing I think of is my outward appearance. So what I look like on the outside. Does my hair look good? You know, does my makeup look good? So when someone says, oh, you're beautiful, I'm like, ooh, I must have good hair today, or my makeup must be even, or I must be wearing something cute, or ooh, they like my jewelry. That's the first thing I think of. And if someone doesn't say I'm beautiful, or if I kind of feel a lack of confidence going out, you know, for the day, then I'm wondering if maybe I'm having a bad hair day, which happens to the best of us, or, you know, if I didn't put my makeup on right, or if maybe I don't match, because if you didn't know, I am blind completely. I was born without sight. So I'm always kind of wondering if I match, you know, and if I don't have somebody sighted there to tell me, like my husband or my mom or whatever, if I don't have anybody to ask, hey, do I look okay, then I have to kind of just guess and just, you know, kind of have a confidence even if I'm not really confident, right? Because you don't want to go out not confidently. But anyway, the point I'm getting at is if someone says you're beautiful, the first thing that comes to your mind is usually outward. Or if someone doesn't say you're beautiful, then you're wondering if outwardly you really are. But what I want you guys to think about is, what if when someone says you're beautiful, they don't mean outwardly? Now, I'm not saying they mean you're ugly, because every one of you outwardly is beautiful, but what if when they say that, the first thing that comes to your mind is not outward, but inward beauty? And what is inward beauty? Inward beauty is your heart, what your heart looks like. And I'm gonna share with you a verse from the Bible right now, and that will kind of help you maybe better understand this a little bit more. So this comes from 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 7. And I'm gonna read you the second part of the verse. I'm gonna give you a little context first. So this was back when Samuel, the Lord was telling Samuel in the Old Testament that he had to anoint a new king of Israel. And he was going to go to the house of Jesse. Jesse had a bunch of sons, I don't remember how many. But there was one that God had appointed as king, and he was going to show Samuel who it was and who to anoint as the next king. So all these sons were coming out, and they all looked really good outwardly, and they looked buff and everything, you know, and they were like the great tall men that were good for being kings. But each time one of the sons came out, the Lord told Samuel, no, not that one. So he kept waiting for the right one to come, and no one came. So I think it was like 6 or 7 sons. So they got to number 7, and it was David. And he was the youngest, and he was a shepherd boy. He was young, and he didn't look the part. He was, you know, he wasn't tall and handsome and dark, you know. He didn't look the part, but he came to stand before Samuel, and the Lord told him, yes, that is the one that you should anoint. And so this verse right here, the second part of 1 Samuel 16:7, is what the Lord told Samuel. He said to Samuel, the Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. I absolutely love that, because it's true. The Lord made us in his image, so outwardly to him we are all beautiful, but he doesn't look at that. That's not what's important to him. What's important to him is our inward appearance, how we are on the inside. And what that means is, you know, how our hearts are. You know, if we are women of faith in the Lord, that's a start. But if we're women who show love to other people, if we are women that are slow to anger, that are self-controlled, you know, that are patient with everyone, you know, if we are women that our hearts are pure, then we are beautiful women. And that's what the Lord looks at. He looks at our hearts. He looks at who we are on the inside. So I wanted to share that with you guys. And there's another verse that came to my mind when talking about inward beauty versus outward beauty. So it is 1 Peter, which is in the New Testament, chapter 3, verses 3 and 4. And this one's longer. It's 2 verses, and I'm going to read it for you guys. And this is talking to women. Okay? So, girls, your beauty should not come from outward adornment, such as elaborate hairstyles and the wearing of gold jewelry or fine clothes. Rather, it should be that of your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight. I absolutely love that too, because what that is basically saying is that it's not, okay, I'm gonna start off with what it's not saying, because I don't want you to misunderstand here. It's not saying you can't wear jewelry, because I wear my wedding ring, which is gold, every day. Sometimes I wear a bracelet or a necklace. It's okay to wear jewelry, but what it's saying is that it's not what makes you beautiful is by putting on jewelry and fine clothes and wearing your hair, curling your hair every day or making your hair look good and then saying, okay, now I'm beautiful. Now I can go out and live my day and now I feel confident. This verse is saying that's not what's important. That's not what makes you beautiful. But that of your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit. What does that mean? I've always wondered that too, and I had to really think about it. But a gentle and quiet spirit, that's basically just being a woman of peace, I think. Of course, there's different meanings of gentle and quiet spirit, but being a woman of peace, being a woman of purity, being a woman of clean speech, speaking to everyone, in a nice way, not being harsh. Because I know that sometimes the world will say that a woman who is harsh and who is, speaks their mind, and this is how I feel, and I'm strong, and I'm, I have power over you, and you're not gonna get to me, and just a woman of harsh speech. That's what the world says is beautiful, a woman that's really sure of themselves and, in your face. But to the Lord, that's not what a gentle and quiet spirit is. That's not what unfading beauty is. We are to be pure, and yes, there's confidence in that because we are made in the image of God and we are to be confident in who He's made us to be. But we're not to be in your face and, in worldly confidence. So I hope that makes sense. And if you guys have questions about that, let me know. I want to do a bigger study of this verse because I love it. But what I take it as is being a woman who is pure and who has her mind set on the things above, set on the Lord, set on eternity, and who treats everyone with respect. And, so that's what I think of when I think of a gentle and quiet spirit who's not quick to get angry. Because I know that us women, and I'm gonna speak honestly here, especially women who are PMSing, okay, like time of the month, we have our moments where we get grumpy and we get angry. We just want to lash out at everyone because I've done it. Ask my husband. I am not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I get angry. I lose my patience. I lose my temper. Like the littlest things get me like, And so it happens, but I have to remember to have a gentle and quiet spirit, which means that I don't let myself get all out of control, I don't let myself blow up at everything, but that I think before I speak, I think before I act, and that I'm patient. And, if I feel a certain way, I need to just keep it inside, keep it between me and the Lord, and, just be very slow to become angry. And that to me is that unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit. And that is what the Lord says is inner beauty, a beautiful woman of God. So I thank you for joining me today for this girl talk, this first video of this series. We're definitely going to have more of these, so be sure, girls, to subscribe for more girl talk because it is so much fun hanging out with you guys. Thanks for watching today, and again, if you have questions, always feel free to let me know in the comments down below because I know we covered a lot of ground today, and so I want to make sure that you guys can ask me if there's anything that's unclear that I didn't explain. So thanks for watching, girls, and I hope you have a lovely and blessed day. Bye!